The 2 ports is a real nightmare because I literally have to buy so many dongles, right?
Welcome to Rumble Station.
Hi, I'm Dom from Merakki and Lucid, and this is my home studio. This studio has been a work in progress for the past 3 years, and I'm never really done with working on it, so I'm just gonna keep trying to upgrade it. But this is where it's at now. So I have 4 guitars, 5 actually, but one's with a friend. 2 bass guitars that I use, the Ibanez as well as the ESP, the LTD, sorry. And then I have 2 Squier guitars. For this bass, I normally use it to track bass for Merakki tracks because it has a more rounded sound. And it's like indie pop, you know, nice and chill. I have one of my favorite guitars, which is the Squier Gym Root signature guitar. I love the white, and it's real beat up, but like I don't know, I like how it looks, I like how it feels. It's not a gloss finish, it's a matte finish. But the best sounding guitar for me at the moment will have to be my Strat Squier. Really nice pickups. It's got it at a pretty good price, and I've used this for most of the Merakki shows now, and I also got a really nice Vans strap that Vans gave me when they visited Sunway. It was so nice, they thought I was like the chosen one, but I'm just a kid that plays guitar. Because I play bass, I have my pedals. This is my pedal setup for my bass. I have my MXR DI that kind of shapes my sound. I also use a Storm Lab, which is a nice multi-effects kind of pedal, so I can kind of shift my sound. And I have a nice cheap tuner pedal from Lazada. Have a good look. You can find this literally everywhere. And then my guitar pedals, I have a lot more, considering the fact that we play indie pop music, so I need a lot more effects that kind of bring out that bedroom pop vibe. I have a Moore Red Truck, which is really wonderful actually, because like it provides almost everything. So I don't even need these, but I like how these complement the sound. And I also have some distortion pedals if I ever play lead for some songs like Dinosaur. And then I have a chorus pedal to give it that Boy Pablo vibe. I did this because the chorus sounds like this in waves. I got some spare cables here that are hung up, and a spare interface, Tascam, that I don't use anymore, but if I ever need to, I do. And then I have my cool set list that I just stick up here. Kind of reminds me of like how far I've come. It sounds kind of cheesy, but like I like looking at it and knowing that, like, you know, we've played those songs before, or like how far, you know, like looking at how many originals we have. We have a little friend that's joining us here. Up here. This is Pixie, everyone. There's a toy poodle, and she's great. She's real great. She keeps me company most of the time. And I guess we'll move on to the main part of the studio, which is my desk. So I have a 2017 MacBook Pro with only 2 ports, no touch bar, because I just got it the cheapest I could get it. The 2 ports is a real nightmare because I literally have to buy so many dongles, right? I bought the Scarlett 2i2 Focusrite audio interface off Carousel for pretty cheap, and I put an old mic that doesn't work to kind of just mount it up, so when I shift my laptop up this way, I can still control all the knobs. I use a Acer monitor. I don't use this, but I plan to because I think it will look really, really cool. I have some of my band stickers that I stick up here, as well as like very meaningful toys, you know, that I kind of just put up there on display. It makes me feel, you know, it's nice. It's a nice look. For my mixing, I use my KRK Rokit 5. So it was my keyboardist who I bought it off, and it was a pretty good deal. I also use Audio Technicas to mix, but I don't really like the feel of them, so I just stick to the KRKs. I have my standard 2 dongles that everything is connected to with a HDMI, and I have this other dongle for storage because I don't have enough storage on my Mac. And if I ever need more storage, I have a Ferrero Rocher box filled with USBs to just fill up, so I just have more space, you know. But everything on my desk is easy access. I have a easy toolkit if anything is not working right or anything. And I have like spare mouse here, and I also have a MIDI keyboard. I don't often use this, but it's good to have, you know, especially as a composer. But it's not even plugged in actually. But and if any time I want to compose something that isn't guitar related, this is where it comes in. So drums, and like synths and pads and all that. For my amps, which are right here, I have a Fender Rumble as well as a Fender Champion 40. So this is a guitar amp, this is the bass amp. And my amps are always mic'd up. Yes, I know this isn't mic'd up properly, but I just like dangle it there and then I can switch the microphone stand. And everything is easy access, so if I ever want to mic up my Fender, the cable is right here and I just need to switch it up. I have this really cool mic stand I also got off a friend, and I use the VM800, and it's a really good mic for its price. And that's about it. Yeah. Thanks. As a Malaysian student, I was lucky enough to join the Sambi University audio technology course, and that really exposed me to a lot of other music students who are very interested in producing their own music. Because I feel like as a regular Malaysian student, you know, your priority isn't to look into music, or you know, you most likely would either have Asian parents who want you to be a doctor, you know, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, there is a small group of us who are pursuing music, and it feels good to be around that group. So far, the Malaysian music scene has been pretty great actually, because it's quite tough as like a nobody to kind of step into a scene that no one really knows about. But you know, you ask the right questions, you speak to the right people, if you have like this genuine curiosity to find out more and to perform, then you know, they open the right doors for you. And I was lucky enough to be given that opportunity, you know, to be part of the music scene and be able to share my music. For artists, Malaysian artists specifically, I honestly believe they're doing the best they can, because there are a lot of artists that just produce their music for fun, but then there are a lot of artists that are really serious about pursuing this career, you know, so they release track after track and they really put in the effort to promote and market their content properly. But just the response isn't enough, you know, to gather enough attention, which is why I think the audience comes into a big play, you know, in terms of how they are exposed to this kind of music, and if they are even interested in listening to this music at all, you know. So the locals especially, they can play a big part in supporting our music, you know, by just having that interest and being open to listening to local music. You should give it a shot, because you will probably find what you're looking for. Because, you know, Malaysian music isn't what it was like before, and it's been exposed to a lot of Western styles and everything. So if there's a band you like in the US and in the UK, you know, there's probably a band locally that's able to do, you know, what they do, and you can catch them locally, you know, and it's quite amazing actually. So I think one of the best ways for people to open up themselves to local music is that, let's say for example you listen to Spotify for about like 2 hours, it at most take you about 15 minutes or half an hour of that 2 hours, instead of listening to, you know, pop music, Western pop music, you open yourself up and try listening to local music, you know, local Malaysian music, because you'll be surprised to see what we have to offer in terms of the quality, how it's produced, and how it is, shared and marketed to everyone else.